Hello dear students, good morning all. So last class we studied about stoichiometric calculations, that is the calculation related to mass volume and volume relationships. So today here we are going to study another portions of this chapter, that is expression of concentration terms. Expression of concentration terms. So, and some related calculations. So, what is concentration? Concentration means what is the amount of solute present in a solution. To express that, the amount of solute present in a solution, there are different terms used. And what is the amount of solute present in a solution? Actually, that is known as concentration. So, what is a solution? Solution is a homogeneous mixture of two components. So, in one component is present in large excess and another component present in less amount. Actually, solution minimum two components, and there may be more than one components are also there. So, one component is present large excess, that is known as solvent, and another component which is present in less amount, that is known as solute. So, solvent and solute give rise to solution. So, solution is, there are different types of solution. So, you know, matter exists in different forms, solid, liquid and gas. In this case, solvent is also different types, solute is also different types. So, depending upon the solvent and solute, the solutions are also different types. Generally 9 types of solution. But among them, the most common solution is liquid solutions. That means where the solvent is taken as liquid, and universally water is taken as the universal solvent. Actually, water is taken as universal solvent. So, in general, when we tell about solution, always it comes in mind that solution is in liquid form and water is taken as a solvent, and solute that may be generally solid or it may be liquid. The solute may be solid or liquid, but the solvent is always liquid, and that too water. So, universally is taken, but actually the solutions are also different types, the solvent are different types, solute are also different types. But here we are going to discuss the solutions, maximum is the solutions where water is taken as the solvent. Okay. So, this solutions, this concentration terms, the concentration terms of the solutions are generally expressed by different terms. So, what are the different terms? So, the different terms are one, that is percentage. It is expressed, concentration expressed in percentage. Then it is expressed in strength, that is grams per liter. Then it is also expressed in normality, expressed in molarity, expressed in another term, that is molality. It is also expressed in another term, that is known as mole fraction, and another term known as formality, and another term that is known as your ppm, parts per million. So, there are different ways to express the concentration of the solution. Let us discuss one by one. First come to percentage. So this percentage of the solutions are generally expressed in this percentage are again classified or percentage is expressed generally in three ways. One is mass percentage, volume percentage and mass by volume percentage. So the percentage are again three types. We can say weight by weight percentage and another that is volume by volume percentage and another weight by volume percentage. So the number of parts by mass of the substance which is present in 100 parts by mass of the solution, that is known as weight by weight percentage. Okay, so the number of parts by mass of the solute, the number of parts by mass of the solute present in 100 parts by mass of the solution. 100 parts by the mass of the solution is known as weight by weight percentage, or we can say weight by weight percentage equal to weight of solute by weight of solute plus weight of solvent. Weight of solute plus weight of solvent. Suppose one question is given, 5 gram of urea present in 95 gram of water. What is its percentage? That means 5 gram of urea, 5 gram plus 95 gram of water. That is equal to 5 into 100. Into 100. Weight of solute by weight of solute plus weight of solvent into 100. That is your weight by weight percentage. So 5 gram by 5 plus 95 gram into 100. That is equal to 5%. That means what is the weight of solute divided by weight of solvent, weight of solution. That is solvent plus solute into 100. That is known as your weight by weight percentage. Next come to volume by volume percentage. See the number of parts instead of this mass, the number of parts by volume of the solute, present in 100 parts by volume of the solution, by volume of the solution. That is known as volume by volume percentage. And this volume by volume percentage, V by V percentage equal to volume of solute divided by volume of solution, volume of solution into 100. Okay. That means volume of solution means volume of solute plus volume of solvent, or we can say VA by VA plus VB into 100. That is volume by volume percentage. Suppose one question, 20 ml of ethanol present in 20 ml of ethanol mixed with 80 ml of water. What is its percentage? So in this way we can say that is 20 ml of ethanol. So 20 divided by 20 plus 80 ml of water in this way into 100. That is equal to 20%. So the concentration of the solution is 20%. Okay. Similarly, let's come to weight by volume percentage. So for weight by volume percentage, the number of parts by mass of the solute present 100 parts by 100 parts by volume of the solution, that is known as your weight by volume percentage. Weight by volume percentage. So in this way we can say that is equal to weight of solute divided by volume of solution into 100. Okay, so this is weight by volume percentage. In general, weight by weight and volume by volume percentage has no unit, but weight by volume has some unit, that is weight by volume. Gram per liter or gram per ml. Okay, so its unit is gram per liter or gram per ml. But in these two cases, no unit is there. Another thing, suppose one question is given, 5 gram of sodium chloride present in 200 ml of solution. 5 gram of sodium chloride present in 200 ml of solution. Then what is its percentage? So in this way, 5 by 200 ml, this is ml into 100, that is equal to 2.5 gram per ml. So 2.5 gram per ml percentage. So in this way we can express the concentration terms in percentage unit. Okay. Next come to another factor, another term, that is strength. Strength means generally expressed unit is generally written by letter S and its unit gram per liter. Okay, so the number of parts by mass of the solute present in 1 liter of solution. The number of parts by mass of the solute present in 1 liter of solution is known as strength. So the number of parts by mass of the solute present in 1 liter of solution, that is known as strength. So its unit is grams per liter. For example, suppose the last question we discussed, the 5 gram of sodium chloride present in 200 ml of solution. Then what is its strength? So strength generally weight of solute by volume of solution in liter. Okay, volume of solution in liter. So 5 gram of sodium chloride present in 200 ml of solution. So 200 ml of solution means weight of solute, that is the weight of solute 5 gram divided by 200 ml into 1000. So that is equal to 25 gram per liter. So its strength is 25 gram per liter. Weight of solute by volume of solution in liter, or if the volume is given in ml, then strength equal to weight of solute divided by volume of solution volume of solution in ml into 1000. So if the volume given in ml, then multiply by 1000. If it is given in liter, then keep as it is. So 5 gram by 200 in 1000, that equals 25 gram per liter. In this way, the strength is expressed. Okay. Next come to another concentration term, that is normality. Normality represented by letter N. Okay. So what is normality? This is the number of gram equivalents of solute present per liter of solution. Number of gram equivalent, of solute present per liter of solution. Okay, you know how to find out the gram equivalent weight. To find out the gram equivalent weight, what is the amount given divided by its equivalent mass? That gives you the number of gram equivalent, and that present in 1 liter of solution. And this normality is also expressed in different terms, that is known as decinormal. So 1 normal, decinormal, that means 1 by 10n, and centinormal solution 1 by 100n. Similarly, millinormal, seminormal. In this way, in different way, these normalities were expressed. So what is the mathematical relation of this normality? So this normality is n equal to number of gram equivalent divided by volume of solution. Volume of solution in liter. Number of gram equivalent by volume of solution in liter. Or how you can find number of gram equivalent weight? Weight of solute by equivalent mass and volume of solution, that is 1 minute. So weight of solute by equivalent mass by volume of solution in liter. Now W by E into V, or we can write W by V into 1 by V. So this is known as normality. So if it is given in ml, it is given in liter. If given in liter, then weight by equivalent mass by 1 by volume in liter. So if it is given, instead of if the volume given in ml, so VML divided by 1000, W by V. So volume in ml by 1000. So it is given by 1000 means when this calculation by rearranging we get W by E into 1000 by V in ml. So when given in ml, just multiply 1000, and when given in liter, W by V by 1 by V. So that is known as normality. So normality equal to weight by equivalent mass into 1 by V, or weight by equivalent mass into 1000 by V in liter. Okay. For example, suppose given one question. So first, what is this unit? Its unit is number of gram equivalent per liter. Its unit gram equivalent per liter, or gram equivalent liter inverse. Suppose 4.9 gram of sulfuric acid, 4.9 9 gram of sulfuric acid present in 250 ml of solution. Then what is its normality? So given in ml given. Okay, so find out normality weight 4.9 and what is the equivalent mass of sulfuric acid? Look here, sulfuric acid is a dimeric acid, so its molecular mass we have calculated, that is 2 plus 32 plus 64, 4 into 16, that is equal to 98 by 2, its basic is 2, 98 by 2, that is equal to 49. Its equivalent mass is 49. So 4.9 by 49 into 1000 by 250. So 4.9 by 49, that is equal to 1 by 10, and 1250 4, that is 4 by 10, that is 0.4 ml. Okay, 4 by 10, so 0.4 normal. So its normality is 0.4. Similarly, suppose given 2 gram of sodium hydroxide present in 500 ml of solution. What is its normality? 2 gram of sodium hydroxide present in 500 ml of solution. 2 gram of sodium hydroxide present in 500 ml of solution. What is its normality? So normality N equal to 2 by sodium hydroxide 23 plus 16 plus 1, that is equal to 40, and its acidity is 1, so 40 by 1 is 40. So its equivalent mass is also 40. 2 by 40 into 1000 by 500. So 500, 1000, this cancels to 2 and 40, that cancels, that is equal to 20, and 2 and 20, again 10, 1 by 10, that is 0.1 normal. So the normality of the solution is 0.1 gram equivalent per liter or 0.1 N. Okay. Next come to another term, that is molarity. Molarity. So this is the number of gram moles or number of moles of solute present per liter of solution. Number of gram moles or moles. Number of moles of solute present per liter of solution. This is known as molarity, represented by letter M. Bold M, represented by letter M. Okay, so its unit is moles per liter. Moles per liter unit. Moles per liter, or we can say mole liter inverse. So its unit is mole liter inverse or moles per liter. And mathematically, how it is expressed? That is number moles of solute, number of moles of solute divided by volume of solution. Volume of solution in liter. And you know how to find out the moles of the solute? if any weight is given, this weight by its molecular mass, gram molecular mass, weight by gram molecular mass, that gives you the number of moles and volume of the solution. So in this way, weight, number of moles of the solute, that is weight by, suppose m dash. Here m represents, this m represents your molarity, and m dash, that represents your molecular mass of solute. So W by m dash into 1 by V. If it is expressed in liter, W by m dash, number of moles per liter of solution. Or if the volume is given in ml, then how to find out? Or molarity equal to weight by molecular mass into 1000 by volume in ml. What is m dash? M dash is molar mass of solute. So if it is given volume given in ml, then volume given in ml, then multiply by 1000, is given in liter, then 1 by V. So in this way, molarity W by m dash 1000 by V in ml. Come to the previous question. To solve this, suppose 4.9 gram of sulfuric acid present in 250 ml of solution. What is its molarity? Okay. .9 gram of sulfuric acid present in 250 ml of solution. What is its molarity? What is its molarity? So molarity formula, m equal to given 4.9 and molecular mass of, here molecular mass, not equivalent mass. In case of normality, equivalent mass. So molecular mass divided by its basicity, that is 2. So in this you find out the equivalent mass. But here you have to use the molecular mass, that is 98. 4.9 by 98 into 1000 by 20 to 50. So 250 1000, that is equal to 4, and 4.9 980, that is 20. So 4 and 25, 1 by 5. So 4.998, that is 4, 5, 1 by 5, that is equal to 0.2 m. 0.2 m, or we can say 0.2 mole liter inverse. Okay, so this is molarity. Next come to some interrelations. Some interrelations. For example, what is the relationship between strength and, what is the relationship between strength and molarity, strength and normality? Okay, so normality equal to weight by equivalent mass by 1 by V. Okay, so this weight of the substance per liter, this is known as your strength. This is known as your strength. Hence, normality equal to strength in grams per liter divided by equivalent mass, or normality into equivalent mass normality in equivalent mass, that is equal to strength. Suppose this is equation 1. Another thing, again come to the relationship with molarity and strength. So we know molarity, that is equal to molarity M equal to, that is weight of the substance by molecular mass into 1 by V. So this weight by volume in liter, that is known as your strength in grams, that is, or when you express W into 1000 by V ml, that is also, this term is also known as what your, that is your strength. So this term, total term, is known as your strength. So in this way, molarity equal to strength in grams per liter divided by molecular mass, or molarity into molecular mass equal to strength. Molarity into molecular mass equal to strength. So this is another relation. So one relation we find here, that is normality into equivalent mass equal to strength, and molarity into molecular mass equal to strength. So strength in grams per liter, molarity into molecular mass, and strength in grams per liter, normality into equivalent mass. So equating these two, what we find? Normality, suppose for normality I am writing for N, normality into equivalent mass equal to molarity into molecular mass, or normality by molarity, or we can say 1 minute, normality in equivalent mass or normality equal to molarity into molecular mass by equivalent mass. So molecular mass by equivalent mass, that is known as a valency factor. So we can say normality equal to molarity into N, or we can say normality equal to molarity into valency factor, or simple valency. So in this way, this is the relationship between normality, molarity and strength. Next come to another concentration term, that is known as molality. Molality represented by letter small m. Okay, so what is molality? This is the number of moles of solute present per kg of solvent. Number of moles of solute present per kg of solvent. Number of moles, or we can say, or gram moles of solute present per kg of solvent. Okay, so this is known as molality. Molality is also explained in terms of 1 normal, decimolal. Okay, so the solution is called molar. That is called molar. In molarity, that is molar, and here molar. And this is also 1 molar, semimolar, decimolar. In this way, different way, this can also expressed. So number of mole gram of solute present per kg of the solvent. In normality and molarity, generally we express that is the number of weight of solute for solution per liter of solution. So here we considering about the solution, but here only solvent is considered. Okay, remember here only solvent is here considered. So how we can express mathematically? Mathematically, m equal to molality, m equal to number of moles of solute divided by weight of solvent in kg or per kg of solvent. Okay, so number of moles, weight of solute, that is weight of solute divided by molecular mass of the solute and kg of per kg of the solvent, that means 1 by A. Okay, W by M dash into 1 by A. Instead of writing any other letter, I am writing the A so that you don't confuse with what is the meaning of this A. Okay, so what is W? W is weight of solute. What is this M dash? That is molar mass of solute. And what is A? A is that is the weight of solvent when it is given in kg. If the solvent weight is given in gram, then how we express this molality? Weight by molecular mass into 1000 by A in gram. Suppose it is given in gram, then multiply by 1000. If given in kg, then 1 by A. Okay. So in this we express molality. Its weight is mole per kg. Mole kg inverse. Its unit is mole kg inverse. One example. Suppose gram, 29.5 gram of a solution, 529.5 gram of a solution contain 29.5 gram of sodium chloride. Then find out its molality. Okay, so weight of solution, that is 529.5 gram. Then what is the weight of solvent? So the solute is 29.5 gram. This is sodium chloride, the solute. Then the weight of solute 529.5 minus 29.5, that is 500 gram. Now molality, this is equal to weight given 29.5 by molecular mass of sodium chloride NaCl, that is 23 plus 35.5, 58.5. Suppose instead of this one given, to make it easier I am writing 29.25 suppose given. Suppose the question is given, instead of 529.5 it is given 529.25 and 29.25. So that this calculation become easier. For that I am just changing these numerical values. So now molality 29.5 divided by 29.25 divided by 58.5 into 1000 by 500. Okay, so So 29.25, 58.5, that is equal to 2, and 500, 1000, that is also equal to 2. So 2 by 2, that is 1. So the solution is of 1 molar. The solution is of 1 molar. Okay. So normality and molarity, that depends on volume of solution, but molarity depends on weight of solvent, weight of solution. In this way, molarity does not change with change in temperature, while normality and molarity, that changes with change in temperature. Molarity does not change with change in temperature. Now come to another concentration term, that is mole fraction. Mole fraction. So this is mole fraction is, this is also a ratio. This is a ratio. Mole fraction is a ratio. Okay, it is represented by letter X. What is mole fraction? This is the number of, this is the ratio of number of moles of one components to the total number of moles of all components. Okay, so it is the ratio of number of moles of, it is the ratio of number of moles of one component to the total number of moles of all components. It is represented by letter X. Suppose there are A and B, two components, and Na, the number of moles of A present, and Nb, the number of moles of Na, number of moles of A are present, and Nb, the number of moles of B are present. Then mole fraction of A, this is equal to Na by Na plus Nb, and Xb equal to Nb by Na plus Nb. So this is the number of moles of one component to the total number of moles of all the components. This is known as mole fraction. So as mole by mole, in this way it has no unit, and it also independent of temperature. This mole fraction also independent of temperature. Okay, let us look at example. Suppose given one question, that is 10 gram of glucose present in, suppose given 18 gram of glucose present in 90 gram of water, or 18 gram of glucose mixed with 90 gram of water. Find out the mole fraction of each component. 18 gram of glucose mixed with 90 gram of water. Then find out the mole fraction of each component. Then what is the number of moles of glucose? Suppose this one is A and this one water is B, or NC6H12O6. Number of moles of glucose 18 gram, weight given, and its molecular mass is 180 18 by 180, that is 0.1. Okay. Similarly, number of moles of water. How much? So molecular mass given, so weight given 90 divided by its molecular mass of water is 18 divided by 18, that is equal to 5. That is equal to 5 mole. Okay, so it is equal to 5 mole. That is equal to 5. Then mole fraction of glucose C6H12O6. C6H12O6. This is equal to 0.1 by 5 plus 0.1. That is 1 by 51. Similarly, mole fraction of water, that is equal to number of moles 5 by 5 plus 0.1, that is 5 by 5.1. 5 plus 5 is 0.1, 5 by 5.1. That is 1 by 51, that is 5 by 5.1. In this same, so that is 0.1 by 5.1, so 1. So in this way you can find out the mole fraction. And if there are two components, then sum of mole fraction of all components, that is equal to 1. That is XA plus XB equal to 1. Similarly, XC6H12O6 plus XH2O, that should be equal to 1. Okay. Next, another factor, that is ppm. Next come to another factor, that is ppm, parts per million. Parts per million. So if in a solution there are so many minute quantity of solutes are present, and what is the impurities present, what is the toxicity present in water, or what is the impurity present in air. So generally that are represented in terms of ppm. That is the number of parts by mass of the substance present per million parts of the solution, that is known as your ppm. Number of parts by mass, number of parts by mass of the solute or substance present per million parts by mass of solution, that is known as your ppm. So ppm, that is equal to mass of solute by mass of solution into 10 to the power 6. Next, another term, that is formality. This is represented as F. This is the formula mass of solute. Formula mass of solute present per liter of number of formula mass, not formula mass. This is the number of formula mass of solute present per liter of solution. Actually, it is similar to that of molarity, but actually formality is used in case of ionic compounds and molarity is used in case of non-ionic compounds, because non-ionic compounds, they exist as single molecule, discrete molecule, but in ionic compound there are so many number of ions. So in this only the ratio that gives you the ratio of different ions that gives the formula. That's why we are using the formula mass. and it has similar relation with that of the molarity. Okay, so same formula as that of molarity, that is F equal to weight by formula mass into 1 by V. Weight by formula mass into 1 by V, similar as that of molar mass. Okay, so these are the different terms by which we express the concentration terms. But here I want to tell you another thing. Suppose different solutions are mixed which contain the same solute. Suppose different solutions are mixed which contains the same solute. So in that case, how we can express the new concentration or the concentration of the new solution. Okay, suppose two solutions are mixed, then how we can which contain the same solute. Two solutions are mixed which contain the same solute of different concentration, then how we can express the concentration of this new solution. So for that, it is expressed in molarity term, then concentration of new solution equal to M1 V1 plus M2 V2 by V1 plus V2. Okay, similarly for normality also, N1 V1 plus N2 V2 by V1 plus V2. In case of normality, we express in this way. In case of molarity, we express in this way. Now let us work out some problems. 3 questions are there, starting from question number 3. 100 ml of 0.1 m HCl mixed with 200 ml of 0.2 m HCl. What is the concentration of the mixture? So two solutions are mixed, means the resulting concentration given in molarity. So I have given M equal to M1 V1 plus M2 V2 by V1 plus V2. That is 100 0.1 into 100 plus 0.2 into 200 divided by 100 plus 200. Okay, so in this way, this is equal to 0.1 10 plus 40 by 500, 10 plus 40 by 300, that is equal to 0.166 m. That is equal to 50 by 300, that is 0.166 m. Next come to another question, that is question number 2. Calculate the molarity and normality of a solution containing 3.15 gram of oxalic acid and given the formula of oxalic acid 2COH.2H2O dissolved in 250 ml of solution. So first find out what is the molecular mass of oxalic acid. Molecular mass of hydrated oxalic acid. Oxalic acid, that is 2 into 12, carbon is plus oxygen 1 2 3 4 is there, 1 2 3 4. In this way 4 into 16 plus 2 into 1 hydrogen plus 2 water has 18. In this way value equal to 126. So you find out this value equal to 126. Okay. Next, what is its molarity? For molarity, weight given 3.15 gram, 3.15 by 126 into 1000 by volume given 250. So 3.15 by 126 into 1000 by 250. Okay, so 250, 1000, that is 4. So here 126 is given, suppose 420, this was removed, 3.16, 400. So 4 by 400, that is 0.01 m. Okay, next find out what is its normality. So for normality equal to weight by equivalent mass into 1000 by volume. So weight given 3.15. So molecular mass, it is given COH. So base is to 126 by 2, that is 63. So 3.15 by 63 into 1000 by 250. And here we find the answer 0.02 n. So the normality is 0.02 n and molarity is 0.01 m. Next move to question number 1. Calculate the molarity of water if its density is 1000 kg per meter cube. If it is given 1000 kg per meter cube, so in grams per ml, this is 1 gram per ml. Now, weight of water, that is 1000 ml into 1 gram per ml, that is 1000 gram. Now molarity. So if density given kg per meter cube, in gram it become 1 gram per ml. Convert kg to gram and also meter to cm cube to cm. So this is found 1 gram per ml. 1000 kg means 1000 into 1000 gram. And 1 meter equal to 100 cm. 1 meter equal to 100 cm. So 100 cm cube. In this way, this is gram, this is cube, that is 1 gram per ml. 1 cm cube equal to 1 ml. So weight of water 1000 ml and 1 gram ml into 1000 is equal to 1000 gram. Now molarity, weight by molecular mass into 1000 by 1000, it is given in gram. So weight given, molarity, number of moles per liter. So 1000 kg, calculate the molarity of water, density is given. Suppose we have taken 1000 gram of water. So 1000 gram of water is present. So weight of water is there 1000 and its molecular mass is 18. In this way we find that is 55.56 molar. So the molarity of water is 55.56. So for today up to this.